Hey guys, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 versus 3 Kingdom of Heaven. Over here on the southeast spawn, we've got myself, such a warmonger, in blue, Devil Black in cyan, and Kevin in green. So Kevin's playing as the Teutons, I'm playing as the Britons or the English, and Devil Black is playing as the Franks, the French. On the defender side, we've got Beefcake. He's Olivier Santal here, but he's Beefcake, playing as the Byzantines in gray. Curly playing as the Byzantines in orange, and No playing as the Romans in red. Okay, so let's see. It's basically a Crusaders versus Eastern Romans match for the factions. You've got Devil Black. He's a new player. I'm instructing him on how to deploy his supply wagon. So basically, every attacker starts with a supply wagon, and this is what gives you food and gold. And the way to deploy it is there's a trebuchet deployment button, and you need to deploy it in a 4x4 flat space because it's basically a reskinned town center. So this is actually just a packed town center, and it's been reskinned. I decided to deploy here over closer to here, and then Kevin deploys in where he started. And we are planning, like, I think Devil Black, this is a good spot to deploy if he can. It's kind of harder to deploy in a forest, but if he can figure it out, then he has a good line of attack into the Golden Gates. And then Kevin, if he sieges well, he has a good line of attack into this area. And for me, I deploy here so that I can either attack through here or join Kevin over around here, or maybe kind of like flank over at the Zion Gate over here. So Devil Black is able to deploy his supply depot, so he's finally getting some resources. You can see over here, he's starting to slowly get food and gold. It's every few seconds, so you see his gold slowly climb, finally. And No, let's see what he's up to. He's gonna try the new cataphracts. So these are the cataphractoi, plural, cataphractos, singular. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. And I don't know if he's seen my video, but those units are very good. They don't have the extra armor or attack against infantry. You know, because for the Western Knights, for the Crusaders, these guys are our best cavalry. Fighting for the, #1 spot in the game for best cavalry. Because they have +1 anti-infantry attack and +1 anti-cavalry armor. So spearmen, who usually do 6 extra damage against them, only do 5 extra damage against them. So Beefcake was trying to figure out if he can take some extra wood. I guess he didn't realize or didn't notice that the enemy that we have deployed here, so he's probably surprised to see that Devil Black has a bunch of light cavalry raiding his woodcutters. It's perspective from the defender's side. So No sending his light cavalry to scout where our base could be. Same with Curly. Curly has his horse archers doing that job. Those are the Scythicos, singular. I think it's Scythicoi, plural. But I'm annoyed because No did a good job. I tried to gather some extra stone here. It's only like a small stone mine. Stone is hard to come by. But I do pull back. No really doesn't care about that meal cart. Good for him. But they still haven't figured out where our camp is, so that's an advantage to us. We are setting up a camp slowly. I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. Oh, I know. I was annoyed that No had killed my extra stone miner, so I sent a little cavalry group there. Okay, so I'm starting to send cavalry all across the map to harass enemy enemy units, and I do see that Curly has his woodcutters here, so I raid them. Curly doing his best to try to fall back. And No finally sees some indication that this might be where the attackers have set up camp. But you can see that I am trying to keep the defenders isolated inside their castle, their city. It's Curly trying to go back out, hoping it's safe. I just do a just passing maneuver. Good for him. He also did a just passing because I guess he didn't notice this. But we do have a little light skirmish here. Thankfully, I have a light cavalry scout with me to try to stop Curly from harassing my horsemen, because these guys are a hard counter to light cavalry. I mean, to horse archers. Knights, to a degree, you can harass them, just because they're slower. Their shields are blocking, so bow units don't do as well. I finally do find Curly's woodcutters here. I just really want to make the defenders feel uncomfortable going outside of the city. Curly does bring his archers to bear. Let's see if he's able to be effective with them. Not so much, so he's just pulling back. Alright. Little scuffling here and there. But nothing too much. Nothing too intense. Beefcake! Let's see what he's up to. Oh, looks like I'm still hanging out here. I guess I could have killed this mule cart. Looks like Beefcake did find where our camp is, but it is nighttime, so if you're curious, let's go into the game. So, this is the game. This is what Beefcake can see. Or Olivier Santal, if you're wondering who I'm talking about. Great player. 1 minute in real life is 1 hour in the game, and nighttime starts at 9 p.m. And at nighttime, you cannot see your allies, so this is what Beefcake sees. This is what No sees. This is what Curly Curly sees. The line of sight is very low, even for archers. This is what I see. See how the line of sight is terrible, but you see that I'm putting stone miners and cavalry dotted all throughout the map. I don't want the defenders to have extra resources, at least for free. But I am bringing up my, I'm starting to build my siege camp up. So yeah, basically, if you're wondering how the game works, go back into Capture Age. The attackers have 45 minutes to try to bring defender morale down. So, attackers and defenders start with 100% morale. And the attackers have to try to bring their morale down 0 within 45 minutes, or the attackers lose. The attackers also have to make sure that their morale doesn't go down to 0 also, because that is possible. So if the defenders kill like either of these tents, that brings morale down. This tent's more important. That's the command tent. That brings morale down. If any of the attackers starve, so like they're at 0 food consistently, that brings morale down. And fighting, winning engagements. If the defenders win engagements compared to the attackers, then that also brings down morale. But here comes No, with his Cataphractoi. So these are really nice. They can basically switch between ranged and melee. And No has about 13 of them. So let's see what he can do. This is his point of view. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's starting to run in, see where the enemy's at. Starting to run into my buildings. Sees the lone spearman. Sees my elite tent. And switches to melee. Do you see that? That's what's cool about Cataphractoi. You see how he like seamlessly switches between melee and ranged. And now I've come up with my spearman. He can now Cataphractoi are slow. They have 1.15 speed. Still faster than infantry. So it is dangerous to harass with them. Because of their slow speed. And here I come with my faster knights. And yeah, hanging around here is a little dangerous for him, so he tries to pull out. So this is what I'm talking about with the slow speed. At the same time, Curly is coming in with a massive attack. Also at nighttime. With his own cavalry. These are the Scythicos Lancers. Got a nice big engagement here. And this is all happening at nighttime, just remember that. So anyway, I'm able to like, so Curly is being annoying. He's able to take out some of my barracks. Barracks tents, basically. What's happening here? I don't know what. Oh. Gray Beefcake is accidentally attacking an aqueduct. Anyway, I'm able to, oh, you see these Varangos. They are, they actually have a charged attack. So they do extra damage. And they are armor piercing. But they don't have enough men to really effectively attack. So they killed 3 barracks. My opinion, not too worth it to lose all of that. But, I mean, like in pure... Oh, wow, what's this? Is there a battering ram here somewhere? Oh, Kevin. So No is not aware, because of the range, the vision range, No is not aware that there's a battering ram taking this wall out very slowly. So lucky Kevin for not having his battering ram noticed. Just so you know, battering rams are really effective against... Oh wow, look at this. Against low walls and gates. So No switches to melee mode and takes down a command tent of Kevin's. So that does bring down an extra 15% morale. So we were at 85% for the attackers in terms of morale, and now we're at 70%. So these Cataphractoi, even though they're slow, they can block 3 ranged attacks, and that's what makes them so so fun to use. So like these archers really need to like land all their shots. Devil Black is starting to besiege the one of the outer golden gate, it looks like. Oh no, actually he's just attacking a tower. Interesting. Kevin is really making short work of this wall. It's at half. Anyway, as I was saying, these battering rams very slow at attacking these gates. This is their rate of fire. But, you know, they don't do bad. Especially if you have 2 of them attacking a wall. I mean, so they're not as good against fortresses, like defensive buildings, as like a mangonel or a trebuchet, but you know, It's something. Especially if you have like 3 attacking this keep type unit. So that's pretty good. Really, they like cut through these low walls like they're nothing, and the same thing with gates. So you have to be careful with the gate. But here's another engagement at nighttime. Is what I see. I just see a lot of Scythicos, which is kind of scary. They're medium cavalry, they're cheaper. And they have charge attacks. So like the thing to do with Scythicos is like charge into the enemy, because they have a slower attack speed. Use up all their charge attacks. They're basically like Costiliers from the base game, and then pull back. So he's kind of doing the right thing. So this is a really good engagement for Curly, actually. And he pulls back, which is the right thing to do. Like, if you look at this, he's got 31 medium cavalry now. No, it's continuing to harass. He can actually take the... Yeah, there you go. So he switched to melee mode and is fighting back because these are light cavalry scouts. So that's why it's scary to engage this with anything other than like heavy cavalry. But Devil Black does send his heavy cavalry in. And now the cataphracts. In terms of cavalry versus cavalry, they are actually even. They're just slower. They actually can fight back because there's no extra cavalry attack. And they're not fighting infantry. So they're 1-to-1 even with these knights, but they are slower. Curly is pulling in this little area, but Kevin does push through. He has a hole, which he's blocking, which is kind of cool, actually. Look at this. He accidentally blocked Curly's line of escape. That's kind of cool. I like that. That was completely accidental, I'm sure. And if it wasn't, then that was next level tactics right there. That was next level. So now what he needs to do is fight. Curly is engaging, and now he is fighting back. The heavy cavalry should win this engagement because these are just medium cavalry. So you got 20 against 30. The problem is there's towers shooting at Kevin's back. I am coming in and harassing these units with heavy cavalry, but this is the bigger engagement right here. Interesting engagement right here. 15 to 21. So the heavy knights should win the day, but Kevin's cavalry are trapped. You've got the spearman coming from behind, and he's forced to pull back. Just so you know, it is daytime now. It's 7 in the morning, so daytime comes at 5 in the morning. So it's been daytime for about 2 minutes or 2 hours in game. Got another engagement here, but with sergeants being mixed in, and pikemen and spearmen, you know, my units are gonna do really well in that situation. Kevin, he is running around. He doesn't have enough to capture a gate. So the best he can do now is lose all his heavy knights in a good engagement. But this is not a good engagement for him because he's fighting cataphracts, which are evenly matched. So his elite knights they're all just gonna die. Meanwhile, No has to pull his pikeman back. And here I am. I finally pushed out to the west. It is annoying that Curly keeps harassing me. So I think I would like to like build a battering ram here and then take out the Zion Gate and come in through that direction. Kevin should really be, if we look at his resources, he's at 6,500 food, so he's not doing a good job. And neither is Devil Black using up his resources. He should be, and he has a lot of gold too. So he should be making, what's his population? He is at 112. He should be making units. If he's watching this, what you should be doing is you don't want to be too close to maxed food. So maxed food I think is like 6,700. And then after 6,700 you don't earn any more food. So you should be using up your food before you hit max. I always think that staying below 5,500 is a healthy strategy. But Kevin should be trying, both the Kevin and Devil Black should be trying to stay high on population. Devil Black does have a good number of knights, so that's good for him. And he's making cavalry archers, so that's interesting. He did take out the Golden Gate, which is you know, there's only one layer left because No is not repairing the gate, but he is repairing this castle. I mean, what Beefcake could be doing. Oh, actually, Beefcake is under attack because I sent some raiders to take out his woodcutters. What Beefcake could be doing. Oh, there's even more like small engagements here. Kevin taking out some light horse archers with slow spearmen. Yeah, just a lot of stuff happening everywhere. No is really trying to repair this bastion. Here's another big engagement in the south. Like I said, I tried to make a battering ram, but Curly is not making it easy for me. I can't really tell who's going to win this engagement. I mean, there's a lot of cavalry, but there's also a lot of spearmen. And I also have heavy knights. But he's actually lowering my heavy knight numbers pretty significantly. Still working on this bastion of Al-Aqsa. That's what it's called. And wisely, as if he knows exactly what to do, he pulls his cavalry out. Because he knows in this game, defenders have less food. You wanna keep your forces alive. The defenders are doing a great job conserving food. So No is at 184 pop and has plenty of food and gold. Curly's at 115 pop and kind of like starving for food a little bit. Beefcake is at 187 pop and he's kind of healthy. And you've still got spearmen chasing horse archers around. You see how horse archers do have minimum range and very long range. So the Golden Gate has been taken down. Now I'm not sure about this attack, because this is pure levy. So you see how quickly these guys are dying to range units. I mean, they can block one range attack each, but the levy is bad. Now, if he does go into this flag area, he will capture it. So let's see if that's what he does. Come on, come on, come on, come on! That's good, that's good. I'm not sure if there's enough. Yeah, he does. So, Devil Black has captured the Golden Gate. And which means now, all 6 towers are on the side of the attackers, so they're fighting. I did try to send a battering ram to take, you know, head towards the the Zion Gate, but now they've been caught out by medium cavalry, Skithikoi. Here comes No being annoying with his he's got the Fractoi again, and I'm sending reinforcements because I really did want the Zion Gate down. You can see that I did build like my siege camp pretty well protected. I mean, there's openings here and openings here, but it's harder to come by to get to that point. And it's kind of dangerous, like you saw, to pass by here with your cavalry. And you got a battering ram from Kevin trying to work on this, but he does send some infantry out. And I try to respond by sending my heavy cav in. Kevin sending a small group of units, all getting cut down by ranged units, towards the breach. He should really make this this breach wider. And now Devil Black is coming in, and this is good. This is good. If he could attack and capture the Dome of the Rock, that'll be a big problem for the defenders. Kevin is at 7,500 food. He should really be using up everything. He could flood. So if he had like, how many? Oh my gosh, he has 4. he should... Okay. I should have told him this. But basically, each defender has, let's say, 12 barracks. So 6 stacked here. And 6 stacked in the Tower of David. The same thing with archery ranges. So they're stacked. So if you make more than that, like let's say 14, but ideally 20 plus, some people go crazy to 30, but then that starts... The food production gets kind of hairy with that. Then you can outproduce the defenders. That's what you should do. As an attacker, you can outproduce defenders. And that's what Kevin should be doing. Meanwhile, here I am just trying to survive because I keep getting attacked in the flanks. Devil Black's doing a very good job. He's really trying to push in. The problem is Kevin is not using enough of his resources. He has so much gold, so much food. He should build, like... I wasn't really looking at his base, but he should build at least 14, ideally 20 or more barracks. And you only need like 6 archery ranges, but it's the barracks, so you can flood and outproduce and kind of like drain the defenders, you know, when they're attacking. I mean, what is it? Is it nighttime? It's not even nighttime, so like... The defenders are having quite an easy time, like, defending this. In fact, Curly's doing such a good job on this flank. He's done such a good job, so he's discouraged me from, like, trying that location. So now I'm trying in this location, because it is breached. Unfortunately, Kevin is not really... He doesn't have the killer instinct to move in. I mean, he's rich. Maybe we should have asked in retrospect to see how much food he has, because he can give us that food. He can give us that gold. We're trying to push in. And yeah, Devil Black still doing a good job. It's just that, you know, it's kind of like a 3 versus 2 scenario where not really pushing in much. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of frustrating to watch, actually. But, you know, when you're a player that's not super new, but also you don't play this game much, sometimes you feel... you don't know what to do. You don't know what the right thing to do is. So now I'll tell you, anybody watching that wants to be an attacker, you have to have some killer instinct. You have to see that, oh, my allies, they're coming in. They're coming in. I should too. And he sends these little small... Not only small numbers of men, but also, like, peasants. So these peasants die very quickly. I mean, they do strip armor away, but they die quickly. And he's also sending units piecemeal. Yeah, four barracks. You're an attacker, but you're outproduced. I am finally gonna take that bastion down, hopefully. But if I'm looking at in-game, there's only 17 minutes left, so we're more than halfway through. The defenders have pushed Devil Black out, brought his food down, way down. But look, even with just me and Devil Black attacking, like, we brought the defender food down as well. Unfortunately, the defenders have a much healthier unit count than us. So, things that the defenders are doing correctly and right. Curly, constantly trying to keep me at bay on this side and keep me isolated from this side. So Mao, if I want to do a flanking attack, which it's much harder. Finally, the Al-Aqsa Bastion goes down, and I try to come into the Al-Aqsa itself. These guys are good, but there's just not enough of them. They do extra damage against cavalry. But, you know, there's not enough of them. There are spearmen in here, but I'm trying to push into the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I'm trying to push these units out so that I can capture this. Unfortunately, I am sort of alone and now in danger of getting isolated and surrounded. Kevin does come in with some more elite units. So now I'm being surrounded. So now I have to pull out while I still have enough to like maybe capture a gate. So let's say you're an attacker and then you're stuck and you want to run away, and there's something you can do is capture a gate and run away through that gate. So that's what I'm up to right now. I'm still trying to flood in, but like they're just doing a good job defending. So here, I capture this gate. I think that's like the gate of forgiveness. Capture it right back, but at least I was able to escape. And then I try to capture this gate. And then I leave. So that's it. Now Kevin does lose all of his unsupported heavy cavalry. The problem is he's making only 4 units at a time, so he's not flooding, and he didn't make enough. So yeah, you're gonna see little itty bitty armies like this that are just gonna get cut down by range units. Like there, see? They're not even risking the damage. No is just deciding to go horse archer mode and just kill him from afar. Yeah, Devil Black over here, holding at the gates itself, but can't push in because there's just too much stuff. It is nighttime. That's something. It's nighttime mode, and I'm working on taking down the postern. Taking down anything I can to make my attack better, because like I am so starved. I only have 61 units left. I mean, like I gave everything to those attacks, and so did Devil Black. I'm out of gold because I'm trying to buy food. Because every attacker can train a spy here, and every attacker can also use their markets for like exchanging. So I exchange gold for food, that kind of thing. Oh man, I mean, Devil Black's a good player. I can just tell, but he is getting like surrounded because he doesn't have the support. So we do finally take out, like, we're taking out more and more towers, but we're running out of time. So let's do a like a status check in the game. So this is what you see in the game. The attackers are at a 72%. Defenders at a very healthy 89%. And you see that's my spy I'm talking about. Merchant spy here. It's 10 in the evening. Well, 10 o'clock at night. Only 12 minutes left. Not looking good for the attackers. Let's see if we can pull anything off. Things I will talk about is I probably should have pressed the issue and maybe run by with even more cavalry to at least capture the Syrian Exchange, maybe, or even the Church of Holy Sepulchre. The problem is Curly has had so much medium cavalry, so and medium cavalry are faster than heavy knights, so that would have been annoying because they would have been on my ass the whole time. And I don't really want to run in with my own medium cavalry because you know, they die much faster. So it's kind of like what do I do? Faster units or stronger units? It's kind of hard to decide. Yeah, because Curly was so good at protecting this flank, he really, really discouraged me from attacking this direction. And that's a good thing that the defenders did. Other good things that the defenders did, they did, at least in the beginning, try to harass us and stop us from getting stone. But I did fight back and got the stone back from them. And they did harass our tents. I mean, like, there were like big attacks here. You saw no attacking like a command tent here. Defenders are just doing all the right things and not overcommitting units so that they keep a healthy unit count, which this is fairly healthy, and they were able to get their food back and they're as like a backup. So let's see. I'm back up to 165 units. Curly is starting to get back up there in units. Kevin's finally starting to build his forces. He's being harassed though. At nighttime, this can be annoying. So here comes Beefcake doing some harassment. This is what he sees. So how is he shooting this even though it's nighttime? He's using attack ground. So every ranged unit has the attack ground capability. And because they're inaccurate, it fires into a box. For bow units, it's a box about, if you follow my cursor, it's a box about this big. But the cool thing is anything that a projectile hits affects the projectile. So if, or the unit. So the projectile hits a wall and the spearman's behind the wall and the archers are here. Spearman will be protected by that wall. If your projectiles hit your own units, you'll kill your own units. If a projectile hits allied units, you'll kill the allied units. I mean, even these missed shots from mangonels and trebuchets, aiming at this, if it hits like a dude here, that dude will die. So like, it's realistic, you know? You don't want to see like the Age of Empires 4 style laser beams that never miss. I mean, that's not very nice to look at. Curly doing a good job keeping some spearmen with a little bit of swordsman support from his ally here. I do send oh, interesting. So anyway, these Teutonic Knights are reskinned, but at least it doesn't really doesn't it show that in the game? Let me take a look at this. Oh, well, it looks like that could be a bug. I thought I reskinned that correctly, but doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah. Got a little bit of engagement here. Trying to push in. So my plan was, I said, so what time is it now? It's 3 in the morning. My plan to my team was, at 2 a.m., once you have enough units, everybody attack. So I used attack ground on this tower and it finally went down. So I told everybody to attack at 2 a.m. and then, so Devil Black is attacking at 2 a.m. I am moving in. Kevin, what's he doing? He has 50 archers. He's not sending his cavalry. So, I will say pay attention to your messages, so that you know what your allies are doing. Because it's just 2 people again. I mean, like, from the point of view of, Beefcake, you know, he's fighting up here. From the point of view of, who is this? No, this is what he sees. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, we're really trying to push into the Al-Aqsa Mosque, but, you know, with all of this archer fire using their attack ground behind them, because it's a very good tactic to use attack ground behind. So even if, you know, you lower the chance of hitting your own units, but you do make sure that you do an area of effect shower. And there, they completely destroyed all my stuff. It's annoying. Devil Black is doing, oh my god. So you see that? No, like did a a ranged attack shower against these archers and then came in and switched them to melee mode. They're so good. Cataphracts are so good. I mean, they're such a cool unit. I mean, these Cataphracts will kill everything that I see here. They're that good. And then, like, No was able to gather 32 of them. And they'll just kill everything now. They're just gonna kill everything. My attack here has petered out. And finally, Kevin is deciding to move in. It's just too little, too late. So now, that's the problem with, like, attacks, piecemeal attacks. You can reroute. Just look at these Cataphracts. Did he lose a single one? He lost 2. Now, oh. It's terrible. And now he captures Golden Gates back. Now Kevin comes in. Alone. He is going for the archers. That's a good move. These archers are gonna die, but then again, now he's matched. Actually, outmatched because there's a spearman accompanying him. And he's got medium and heavy cavalry against pure heavy cavalry and spearmen. So, like, No is gonna take this fight handily, I think. I'm still trying to push in a little. I decide, okay, maybe I should go towards the Syrian exchange. Because Al-Aqsa Mosque is too tough of a nut to crack. Kevin's forces get completely destroyed, down to 44 units. I'm headed towards the Syrian exchange or the Al-Aqsa Mosque. My knight is being slowly harassed, and these knights will never die. Because they can block range attacks, and they have regeneration. They just never die to one horse archer. Just never die. There's 3 minutes left in the game. So if I switch to in-game... This is my desperate attempt. I mean, I was headed towards there, but then suddenly a general appeared. A wild general has appeared! Plus a bunch of spearmen and stuff. So yeah, that attack's not gonna work. 2 minutes left. Devil Black once again pushing in. I finally killed everything here. Killed everything. All of the towers are destroyed. This isn't that well defended. The problem is it's the production area. That's the problem. I mean, here comes Devil Black sending everything he's got. I sent everything I had. I can see that this basically I've kind of given up. I mean, like Kevin having a spear on spear battle here. It's not working out. The nice thing about one range is the spearmen look cooler when they're fighting. Look at that. It looks more like an actual spear battle, but this is nothing. I mean, we're done. Good job for the defenders for harassing us, sealing flanks, fighting for resources, just reacting. Ooh, wow. Random shot from a trebuchet. That was cool. But yeah, there was nothing. It's over, dude. Yeah. 19 ticks left. Defenders at a very, very, very high, impossible to bring down, 97% morale, and this game is over. Let's take a look at the stats, guys, because it's done. No, the hero of the day at very good kill to death ratio. Curly did really well too. Anyway, you know the story. I think throughout the whole game I mentioned. But just to review, defenders did a good job harassing. making me feel unsafe, uncomfortable. Even was able to take out a command tent. Fought over resources. Fought over these resources. Kept me, you know, made sure that I kept some of my heavy cavalry out of the fight. That's actually a mistake on my part. I should have brought these units back to where they were needed. Maybe just left... Honestly, I should just left that area alone. I mean, this was under attack. I guess it's just under fire now. But yeah. Defenders did a great job. Attackers... Devil Black did well. Probably should have made more gold units. Gold infantry specifically would have done good. More sergeants, more foot knights. Kevin finally built more barracks. Too little, too late. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. See you in the next one.